So Blizzard's pretty much having like a lot of trouble with their subscriber base for World of Warcraft because their game sucks and like everybody's unsubscribing and stuff like that. And I thought they deserved like a little more money and so I'm making this video to try and get people to subscribe and try and give them a little pick me up because it's kind of cute how they they're not really good at making video games. They're usually really trying and it's I think they deserve a little something. But so I hope you guys subscribe after watching this. But okay, so like basically this is just gonna go over what happens when you start playing. You give a little bit of an idea. But so you start up on the screen. It's all destruction-y because like Cataclysm and it's like a battle axe in the sand and Excalibur. But you want to create a new character. And be careful because like mine was like this when I started the first time I started playing WoW, and I did not get it. Like I didn't understand. I was like, what is going on? All these guys are ugly. They don't make any sense. They're all disproportionate. Like I didn't. Like, what the hell? These don't look like like anatomically correct whatsoever. But actually, you want to check your settings because you want to have it on male. Because actually what that was female, which is just the opposite sex, and I hadn't seen a female before, so I didn't really realize it, and at the time it's been like 2 months or so, but like I just thought these were the male characters, and I just thought they were the ugliest, the fuckers like in the world, and I didn't understand like why they had little like sacks on their chests, like what's up with that, like why. What's up with the sack? What's up with them all like showing their bellies? Like nobody does that. I've never seen that before. Like what the what does this even look like? What? I've never seen anything like. But now actually these are all females, and so just go ahead and make sure you're really on male, and then go ahead. I'm gonna go do a quick run through all these races. So like orc, you really don't want to be. Step 101 is don't be the orc. Orcs are pretty dumb. They're just ugly. They're green. They're big. Like I don't know. Like Blizzard, they used to have like really tiny shoulders and they look really stupid. And like Blizzard was like feeling all bad about it, so they like give them like really huge shoulders and they still look stupid. And they just kind of look like two bowling balls that are rubbing together whenever they like walk or run or whatever they do. And so yeah, don't be orc. Um, undead's a little better. Like their slippers are like too small for some reason. Like their toes poke right through their slippers, and they just have a lot of problems. Like they don't look very healthy to me. Like I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but they really don't like look like they're in the best health. Like I mean like their joints don't look very good. They look pretty bad, and they have like no muscle, no skin, and then on top of that they're prone to athlete's foot. I mean I just think that's a little bit unrealistic, to say the least. Anyway, the next one is Tauren. This is much more realistic. This is the cow that walks and fights, and they're okay. I'd say. They look kind of goofy to me. They're really big, so like everybody will kill you immediately and see you because you're all huge. You're just kind of like a giant, and everyone wants to kill a giant guy. But their horns, like none of them. I don't understand how none of them look cool. Like they have like so many, and they couldn't manage to make one that looks any good whatsoever. But so that's a little weird to me. That you can do like the nose ring thing, which I don't really like nose rings. I think nose rings are kind of stupid. But so that's a Tauren. This guy, I don't know why they put this guy in the game. I've never seen one when I've been playing WoW. I've never even like, I don't know why they added this. I've never heard of anybody playing this character ever. They should really just remove it and put something else. I don't know what it is even. Like it has like toenails on its heels. What the fuck? So yeah, this doesn't really fall into any category. This is just kind of like a waste of time. So the Blood Elves is whatever. Like it's a little funky. It's a little weird. Like I don't like the way they stand. It looks like he's trying to share something with you or something, which I don't really get. But when I saw this guy, when I saw the Blood Elf first, I thought it was like a Power Ranger. Like for some reason I thought it looked like a Power Ranger, even though it doesn't really look anything like a Power Ranger. But like because it's red, and I was all okay. So like Red Ranger, and then I was like, okay, let's see what this one is. And it was like, oh, this one's Green Ranger, but so this is up to you. Blood Elves or whatever. They're just really like, I don't know. I guess they're kind of like full of themselves. They just think they're hung or something. I don't really get it. But okay. So like, let's see, Goblin. This is the Goblin. This is kind of like a baby orc, like a tiny orc, just more disproportionate, like super long ears, like I guess, because I guess they don't need a pillow or something if they sleep in the woods, and like really long fingers and almost touch their own feet. And this one has a nose ring, which I don't like nose rings. It just looks like a booger to me. Like it looks like a booger that like went from this nostril to that one. Like why would or like two boogers, like he was boogering at the same time, both nostrils, and these kind of like went down and like met in the middle. And I kind of want to clean it. I just want to like get like a tissue and just like wipe it up. It's just annoying. But this is the Goblin. He's whatever. Twilight is for faggots. The Draenei is like the conglomerate of a bunch of different things. I don't know why they made this, why they put this here, but like it's like the feet of a cow, like the tentacles of an octopus, the tail of a dinosaur, the biceps of a bison or something, and what are these forearms of like a gorilla, and the fingers of a man. I don't really know how they came up with this, why they came up with this. Looks really, really stupid, obviously. You know, all the hairstyles are really gay. Like, what is this? Okay, that one's like Dragon Ball Z or something like this. No, it's color. Like a girl right here. Like, what is that girl hairstyle? And girl ponytail. Only girls wear ponytails, obviously. And like, okay, girl. Like, what the hell is that? Girl, you know, what the fuck? Braids. Or anyway, so like these guys are like, I don't know. I guess they're like cross-dressers or something. I don't, whatever. Or trannies. Maybe they're all trannies. And that actually makes a lot of sense considering, you know, like this ponytail, that. You know, Dragon Ball Z. You know, trannies might go that. What the fuck is that? Okay. Whatever. Gnomes are probably the better one. Like, I don't really like them because they're disproportionate. Like, their sword is like as big as the body, and you know, it's kind of like they'd get squished or something, like a spoonful of noodles. Like, they just look like, you know, their limbs look noodly, like a baby spoonful of noodles because they're really tiny. But yeah. Males are definitely super gay. Um, Dwarf's probably my favorite. It's my personal favorite. They just like they're really defined muscles, like they have really toned backsides. They clearly do a lot of Pilates. They look really dense, like all the power of a Tauren like densed up into the like awesomeness of a dwarf. And so, you know, I really like them. They're like the black matter of like WoW races. They're just like a dense pouch of power that can just kick anybody's ass. So yeah. I mean, like, I better stop or I might get turned on. But alright, you guys, go dwarf. Basically, is the moral of that. Human, I don't really get. I don't really know why I put human. If I wanted to do human things, I would probably go outside sometimes, or like make friends, or like, I don't know, whatever they do. But yeah, I don't know why I put human. But basically, everybody should go dwarf. Is the idea behind this? Like, there's no other race that is even remotely worth playing other than the dwarf, especially not the night elf. Less people, like, more people play night elves than trolls, but like it's just because they're faggots. Like, night elf is the more faggot than the troll. It's just, you know, the troll just isn't faggy enough for the faggots to play, so they just go night elf, and you know, it's not cool enough for anybody with, you know, who's normal to play, so they just go dwarf probably. Definitely don't do knife. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this character, and you know, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what happens when you log in. So this is my character, Butt Chomper, because you know the dwarves definitely care about their butts, and on the server Vashgina. This is the artwork when you load, I guess. I mean, it's pretty cool, but you know, it looks nothing like the actual Blizzard artwork, so it's kind of misleading. But I guess that's good for them, so you don't really, you're at least logged in before you quit. So you know, cinematics. Quit these. Our peers, faggots. Makes sense. RP. Okay, so like when you start, it looks like this. First time I did this, I was confused with this guy. Like I thought he was surprised to see me or something. I didn't really get the whole exclamation point thing. I was like, what do you want? He's like, want to invite me to a party or something? This player, who is he? And I was like clicking in, and I was like talking to him. But actually, if you right-click this guy, it gives you a quest. So like, get that, because quests are super sexy in this game. And you know, then it goes to a question mark, and don't do it again, because I did it twice. And I was like, oh, what are you doing? What are you confused about? You need an answer or something? And then, you know, I was like, oh wait, never mind. I remembered I had to right-click these guys, and then it was like, how many of them did you get? I didn't get any, because I was sitting here, because you're all like, what? And I'm like, what? But okay, yeah. So just start exploring. Just kind of leave that guy alone. He's kind of pointless. So once you do start exploring, you know, you'll see like these helpful dwarves, and you know, they have like dick sucking posts, because I don't know, I think dwarves are pretty sexual. Like, you can go up to them, you know, the posts. I mean, if you're gay, I guess, to be a guy one, not like a girl one. But, you know, you just you know, like suck my dick, suck my dick, suck my dick, suck my dick. You just kind of leave, you know, get off, and whatever you're into. But yeah, so this is WoW. This is how it is pretty much the entire time you play. This is end game, middle game, first game. It's every game. It doesn't really change whatsoever. Really, the goal of this game is to just pretty much quit. Like, you really just really want to play and play and play, and then you're gonna want to quit. And that's, you know, that's pretty much the idea behind WoW. I mean, it's just pretty interesting. I mean, you just keep, you know, you do what you do. You kill things over and over and over. You quest over and over and over. You do dungeons. You get all geared up, and then really you just get frustrated and you quit. And you know, it's worth it. I'd say it's definitely worth it. And so I really encourage you guys to try it out. And then, you know, if you really play a lot, like a whole lot, you'll be able to quit in probably like about like 2 years. But like, when you quit, you're gonna feel so good. That's definitely like, you're just gonna feel like it's such a euphoric state. Like, everything's gonna be better. Food's gonna taste sweeter. Girls, if you know, you might start seeing a couple. And it's just definitely it's so worth it. You're like depressed and everything. You have no life, and then when you quit, all of a sudden you have all these opportunities, and you're like, oh, what opportunities? I didn't even know there's anything else other than the WoW of Yep, other than WoW. But yeah, no, so you definitely want to play this game. You're gonna want to play it. You're gonna be bored. You're not really gonna enjoy it. And let me tell you, like, if you do have trouble quitting, you really just really want to play that much harder. Like, if you cannot quit, just play, play, play. Don't do anything else. You know, schoolwork isn't, trust me, is not as important. And then you can quit, and then you'll get that feeling of like success, and that's really what it's about. I mean, you really to describe, you quit. I mean, they changed. I'm a warrior now, but you know, in 2 weeks I'll probably have mana. I'll be using mana, and like I won't have a battle axe. So I'll have like a pogo stick, and I'll just like, I don't know, like I'll like get on people's heads and like pogo stick on their heads, and then I guess the longer I pogo stick on their head, the more damage I do and shit like that. So they're always changing, and they're really confident in their product. It's completely understandable because it's like really a bad product. But at least they're aware of it, so they change it constantly, like completely redo all the classes. It really doesn't matter what class you are, because you never know what's going to be. Like, it's a crapshoot. But so you know, pick a class, pick any class, make sure you're a dwarf, and then just really just go ahead and quit, and you'll really see what I'm talking about. So yeah, I encourage you guys to pick this up, play it for like at least, you know, a couple years, see if you see if you're ready to quit it. If not, just give it a couple more years, get a little more depressed, get a little more bored, get a little more frustrated, and then you'll probably be good to quit, and you can, you know, you can live life. It'll be fun.